A nurse is stunned when she discovers that her new patient is her long-lost father. Now she has the chance to share some precious moments and precious time with her dad.
I love you.
I love you too.
This is a moment 41 years in the making, a moment for second chances and forgiveness between a long-lost father and the daughter he left behind.
I often cried, I often prayed, and I often thought about where she would be.
Victor Peraza hadn't seen or spoken to his youngest daughter, Wanda, her older sister, or her mother since he walked out on them just months after Wanda was born, back in 1969. Then, 2 weeks ago, a bittersweet twist of fate. Victor's year-and-a-half battle with cancer reached the final stages. He was brought here to Cavalry Hospital in the Bronx, the very hospital where Wanda, the girl he last saw as an infant, now works.
I kept looking and looking and looking, and sooner or later, it just dawned on me, this is my daughter.
When their eyes met, the mirror image confirmed he was looking into his daughter's eyes.
Feelings of excitement, feeling of joy, feeling of being proud of the moment.
So moved by the moment, he sang her this song.
This magic moment.
Now reunited, their days have been filled with explanations, with tears, and with introductions.
I tried to visit your grandchildren, and that was the first moment that they actually had with you.
Right.
Which was really beautiful.
Right.
And very special to me.
Right.
Because I'll remember that.
Right.
A lifetime of memories to share and to create before they'll have to say goodbye once again.
And Wanda Rodriguez joins us now from Cavalry Hospital in the Bronx. Good morning to you, Wanda.
Good morning, Juju.
First of all, congratulations on this remarkable reunion that you've been able to have. Take us back 2 weeks to that moment where you had that suspicion that this man might be your father. How were you able to confirm that suspicion?
Well, the doctor mentioned his name, and I completely froze. I was stunned, and I said, I have to go into this room and look at this patient to see if we have any resemblance. And I knew he had green eyes, so I walked into the room. I looked at him, he looked right at me, and I asked him. I just introduced him to Cavalry Hospital and welcomed him and said, welcome to Cavalry Hospital, are you comfortable? Right away I said, do you have any children? And he said, yes, I do. My children are grown. And I said to him, your children are grown? I said, what are your children's names? And right away he said, well, I have a daughter named Gina, who happens to be my older sister, and a daughter named Wanda. And the second he said that, I just burst out crying and I ran out of the room because I was just overwhelmed with feelings of overjoy and shock and just excitement.
And yet
I came back into the room shortly.
And you were
came back into the room.
I'm
sorry.
So go ahead and finish. You came back in the room.
I came back into the room just to let him know who I actually was. I came back into the room. I said, hi. I said, I'm Wanda. I'm your daughter. I'm your daughter. And he said, I know you're my daughter. And the technician that was in the room confirmed that, because when I walked out of the room, she said, he knew you were his daughter. I asked him, do you know that nurse? And he said, I know that's my daughter, Wanda. I know that's my daughter, Wanda. So I just held him. It was kind of an awkward moment, but I held him, and within less than 5 minutes, I just gave him the biggest kiss and the biggest hug because I was so happy to finally meet my dad.
It's remarkable. Don't be sorry for your tears. We're sharing your joy, and we know that this has been an incredibly powerful experience for you. I know you're spending hours with him before your shift, on your breaks, after your shift. You've introduced him to your children, to his grandchildren. What kind of magic moments have you been able to create?
Just letting him know that even though he didn't meet his family, he has a family, and we love him. And we're not going to dwell on the past because that's not important. He's here, and we're just going to enjoy the short time that we're going to have together.
Your ability to forgive is breathtaking, Wanda. I think a lot of people would be stuck on the bitter instead of the sweet, which you're able to relish so well. And yet you seem to be getting a lot of love and joy out of your forgiveness.
Absolutely. I feel like there's closure, and this is the right thing because they're my feelings, and that's what I feel in my heart. And it's just a beautiful thing. I feel blessed.
You say
it's a spiritual gift God gave me.
You say that you don't want to discuss the past because that's ancient history, and yet, do you ever talk to him about why he walked out on your family?
I have. We've spoken about it, but at the same time, I really don't dwell too much on it because, like I said, it's insignificant. It's not going to change the past. It's not going to change what happened. I want to just know the person that he is. I'm catching up on that information more so.
And you are a hospice nurse, so we know that he has just a short time left. What do you think it means to him to be able to connect with his family now?
It means the world. He never imagined that he was going to receive this warm welcoming. He actually said that to me. I never thought in a million years that you would welcome me, Wanda, in the way that you have. And it means so much to me. He said, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so lucky to be your dad. He says, I know I was absent in your life. He says, forgive me. And I told him that I've forgiven him, and let's move on. Let's just enjoy the short time that I have with you, because that's what counts. That's what's important.
And Wanda, I know you said that September 12th is his birthday and that your wish is that he makes it to that day.
That's my one wish, and I don't want him to suffer. I want him to just pass peacefully.
Wanda, well, your power of forgiveness is stunning. We want to thank you for being with us today. We want to give all of our blessings and our love to your family, and best of luck to you all. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.